Hey everybody, I hope you are doing well. I am Afefe with Touch by Tarot and Beyond. If you're new to my channel, I'm so glad you're here. I am a tarot and oracle reader, and I do a lot of political readings. I also do new moon and full moon pick a card readings, more on a spiritual growth tip, getting into our woo-woo. But today's reading is going to be a political reading. I am also, if you don't know, it's in my bio, I'm a former journalist. So my approach is pretty down to earth. Try to get the facts straight, but then we go to spirit and get that added depth. All right. For my members, you know how I feel about you. We're going to follow up with a Zoom session really soon. Early November, probably the first week in November. Keep your eyes out for that. Mojo oils. Oh my gosh. I cannot thank you all enough. Sold out. 150 orders in 2 days. Like, I had my sleeves rolled up. My hands were covered in herbs. I got everything shipped out yesterday, so you should be getting some goodies in the mail from me soon. And I will do another batch probably towards the holidays. I'll announce it. All right. I was like blown away at your response. So I thank you so much for that. And I would love to hear your feedback once you get it. All right. Let's talk about Texas. Y'all. Texas, I don't know. I'm feeling like Texas might look. I gotta light some incense on this. Texas might give us some surprises. We know that it is not considered a swing state, just like I'm in Florida. The Harris campaign has done some things here in Florida, but clearly has not spent a lot. She hasn't spent time here. We get it. There were certain states that are just sort of like, it's gonna go red, forget about it. But Texas is feeling interesting, and I want to go to Spirit and see what's up with that. Today, Friday, we've been waiting on it. We know that Kamala Harris is going to be in Houston, and Beyonce is agreed to be there. Whether or not she's actually going to perform her song Freedom, that's yet to be seen. It would be so cool if she did, right? But either way, she's going to be there, and that is on the heels of that incredible rally that we saw last night in Georgia. I hope you all were able to see it. If not, it's on YouTube. Barack Obama sharing the stage, actually the two of them campaigning together. Barack Obama actually did his piece, and then he introduced Kamala Harris. It felt karmically like such a moment, you all, because she describes being in Iowa on New Year's Eve, in the cold, in the snow, not door knocking for Barack Obama way back in the day. I think she said 2007, right? When he was 2007? Yeah, he won in 2008, so it may have been around that time. But either way, doing his first bid for president, she was all hands on deck. Like she really did her thing. And so now that, what comes around goes around, and that full circle moment of now he's with her, amazing. He stepped up. He has been doing, really, really powerful speeches around the country. So let's see what happens. I am going to look at Allred versus Cruz. Interesting. Allred has been coming on strong. He really took Ted Cruz to school during their debate recently. I want to take a look. Spirit, can Allred win over Ted Cruz? Will Allred win over Cruz? Will Allred win over Cruz for the Senate in Texas? Will Allred win over Cruz for the Senate in Texas? Will Allred win for the Senate in Texas? Four of Wands is looking really good, you all. This is a card of celebration. It's a card of commitment. It's a card of building a new foundation in tarot. As many of you who read will know, fours are foundational. They are pillars, They are the four corners of a house. They are the pillars, the foundation. And look, she is dancing, getting her dance on, celebrating. Let's do some more. I get excited over one card comes and I'm like, yeah, this is it. All right, let's get a little deeper on it. Will Allred win? Will he defeat Cruz? Five of Wands. It's a battle. It will be extremely close. The Magician. And the Ten of Cups, more celebration. I think this Five of Wands may be coming, you all, because it could be, well, expectedly, it would be an extremely close race. And it could very well be that, just as we know Trump is going to do and with his campaign, they're going to fight it no matter what. So there's going to be this fight, but we've got the Magician and the Ten of Cups, you know, creating the celebration on behalf of the larger whole that wants to feel good about their families, their future, their ability to feel a part of a fabric, an American fabric, rather than all of the fighting and contention, etc. I think there's a feeling here of new blood, a new way forward. The Magician creating a new way forward. Please, I want to close it out, Spirit. Please give me bottom line. Knight of Swords. That's all of the messaging that continues to go forward, and the Ace of Cups. If you've been with me before, you know how I get about my aces. My aces are yes. If I'm asking a yes/no question, aces are yes. So the Knight of Swords, the continued momentum, the continued decision making, and the youth vote. I definitely am feeling that in this Knight of Swords. The youth vote, the new registered voters, the turnout, the people who typically have not even been involved in voting and in politics are excited about Allred. So Ace of Cups, you all. Right now, got my money on Allred to take Cruz down. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right. Texas, in general. Kamala Harris in Texas. We know, I did not know, I learned that Texas actually has the largest black population in the country. Didn't know that. I mean, I know it's, a huge state. Didn't realize it had the largest concentration of blacks. Latinos, not necessarily the largest concentration, but when we think about, as much as we look at Texas as this really, really red state, right? There is the diversity of its culture is incredible. So I want to just take a look and see is it possible? Like, could we dream a dream for a moment? Is it possible, Spirit, that Texas will flip? Will Texas flip? And will Texas go blue? I almost felt like Spirit, the guides were kind of like, sounds pretty, but you already know. But let's see. Will Texas go blue, Spirit? Will Texas go blue? Will Texas flip and go blue? Will Texas go in favor of Kamala Harris? Eight of Pentacles. Ooh. And I don't ignore Major Arcana if it comes really close on the bottom of a deck. That Magician has come back. It's not impossible. It is not impossible. And I will tell you, Spirit, are you showing me that this rally tonight, is it gonna tilt some numbers, turn out more voters, get more people involved? The Ten of Wands. People are tired of the vitriol. They really are. The High Priestess. That's I feel like that's Beyonce. There's a mystical quality here between all of the magic. Let's call it what it is. All of the magic, talking about the Magician, all of the magic that we feel around Kamala Harris's campaign, the fact of, what she's been able to accomplish in such a short and compressed time period. That High Priestess feels like there's almost this ordained quality about it. This rally tonight in Houston, you all, is not to be missed. There's something there. It's more than just the celebrity factor. I almost feel like this is, look at these two coming together, these two figures. This is the divine feminine making its presence known in the political realm. Not to get too woo-woo on you, but really, that's how this strikes me. The High Priestess coming with the Magician. This event in Houston is really going to be a shakeup. It's really going to be the fact that that Kamala Harris is coming there, the Page of Wands. That's this fresh momentum, this fresh fire. Those who maybe necessarily weren't all fired up about voting for Kamala Harris, getting involved, are going to do so. The Valdez, the figure, the divine figure in this deck. By the way, somebody's going to ask me, because you all always do. This is the Unfinished Business deck by M. Jane Couling. Unfinished Business. This is like, look at that. The tea, spilling the tea, giving the tea, the cards, the divine source, magic again. The Two of Swords, people are really going to be conflicted even still, and the Star, but they want hope. I'm going to tell you, the reddest of the red, the MAGA aside, we're not talking about MAGA. MAGA's going to go off the cliff with Trump no matter what. But I'm talking about traditional Republicans in the red state of Texas. There is conflict because of this Two of Swords, but there's also, they are worn down by the fighting and the vitriol. This has to stop. This has to stop. The Three of Wands, growing together, moving forward, a real desire to just have this behind us and be able to move forward. You all keep your eyes on Texas. As crazy as that sounds, I'm not calling it. I didn't get enough major arcana. Yeah, I didn't get enough, like if I had gotten the Sun. Let me just pull about 2 or 3 more. If I get the Justice or Sun, we on to something. Let me just pull just a little bit. The state of Texas. Page of Pentacles, slow change. King of Pentacles, that's the, I think that's the governor. And the Seven of Swords, yeah. All right. But that said, so I'm not so sure about Texas swinging over to the blue side. But there is incredible momentum. And don't be surprised if that starts a wave that's going to impact Texas going forward. I know we've also been feeling, many readers have been saying that based on the outcome of the election, Kamala Harris wins, that we may even see some states start talking about succession, right? Succeeding from the United States. We'll get into that after the election. The last thing I want to look at is, what's up with this Madison Square Garden event by Donald Trump? I know we're hearing a lot about all the comparisons of the Hitler, the Nazi speech, was it 1939? Kuhn, I think was the name. There's some, it feels extremely symbolic. We know that everything that he does, that Trump does, is staged, plotted, always has a subtext. But this one just doesn't make sense. There's something here. I want to take a look and see what is the real end game. I almost feel like this is his farewell. Really. I think Trump knows, Trump knows that he's losing. And there's a part of him that senses that loss is right there facing him, and what that means for his life, or what's left of it once he loses. Is this his farewell? Is this his grand farewell in his beloved New York, right? Is this, Spirit, please show me. What's the real deal with this Madison Square Garden event? What's the end game? What's really going on there? What's he trying to prove? Is he saying goodbye? Is this what is his last stance of saying goodbye? Being ready to exit the political stage. 4 Pentacles. I want to get some more cards before I go start interpreting. In the past, 5 of Wands, the conflict below. Hangman above. High Priestess. Queen of Pentacles, his wife. Ten of Pentacles, all about his money. Ten of Swords, yeah, it's the end for him. Two of Cups. And Judgment as the outcome. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna move this down a little bit so you can see as much of this as possible, and I'll show them to you. All right, you all. I'm getting a hit that this is the beginning of Trump's farewell. He knows central to it is this Four of Pentacles. His holding on, his desire to speak in front of an adoring crowd in his quote unquote hometown, right? New York was always the place. Florida was just the escape. New York is where he feels connected, where he feels alive, where he feels attached to the him that was in the 80s, right? So that Four of Pentacles is him wanting to hang on to that, hold on to that in Madison Square Garden, to be able to say, the Magician comes again. Mercury's energy is very, very, I haven't looked at the charts, but Mercury's energy is extremely strong right now, you all. We've had the Magician come up, and you see me shuffling. We've had that come up in every spread here today. So that energy is very strong. But he's in reference to this Madison Square Garden event. This is him trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Really. In the most, base idea of a magician's energy. Trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Trying to pull a fast one. Trying to appear to be something that he simply is not any longer. And New York, for whatever reason, just seems to be the one place that brings him alive. He feeds off of it. He feeds off of New York. It's almost like they're showing me vampire energy. Like he sucks off of the energy of New York. And then Hangman at the bottom of the deck he's in a wait and see mode. He knows what's coming. This is him bowing out. He knows that he's going to lose to Kamala Harris. And for all, this is in the past position, that Five of Wands, for all of the bravado, for all of the hatred and spewing and all the bloodthirsty, all this sexual innuendo that's been coming up lately. Tucker Carlson on there talking about him, daddy's gonna spank you, as spanking the U.S., but in reference to spanking a daughter. All of that he tried to get going. But here comes the High Priestess at the top, crowning this reading. Remember, we got the High Priestess around Kamala Harris, Beyonce, the event tonight. The Divine Feminine, you all, from a whole other level, I kid you not, is like enough. This simply will not go on, and he knows it. And this Madison Square Garden event, Two of Wands, he's going to pretend. Two of Wands crosses the High Priestess. High Priestess, Divine Feminine, is saying it is time for us to move forward. This man, the damage that he has done, there's going to be several next years down the line, and maybe even longer, trying to deprogram people, trying to help people, talk them off the ledge, because they've bought so deeply into this despotic message that he's been spreading. But the Divine Feminine is on there to say, listen, we got this, and we're going to work together. All right, Queen of Pentacles comes reversed in the near future. I want to take a closer look at that. My first impression was that must be Melania. Page of Wands, her son, Melania and her son, and the Page of Swords. That's the messaging coming from his sons. This is Madison Square Garden is Trump's last stand, you all. That's just the bottom line, and he's doing it symbolically. He's doing it to prove to his family that he is still that guy, that he still has the juice, that he can pull a crowd. Interesting to see what kind of crowd shows up at Madison Square Garden. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. This is him being afraid of losing everything. And he is on the verge of losing everything. And he sees himself on the verge of losing everything. Because remember, these legal cases, these court cases, they didn't go away. Everything just got put on pause, right? That's what's happening. And that Two of Cups reversed in his hopes and fears is that he will not be loved. And I also think that's where Melania is coming in. Is he understands that it's over. He doesn't have her. She hasn't. He doesn't have Ivanka, who he worshipped in a weird way, right? Doesn't have Ivanka. Two of Cups reversed. Nobody loves me anymore. And it comes out, final card, Judgment, right? Pluto. Transformation is done. He recognizes, he will recognize when all of this comes crashing down around him after the election, he's going to recognize that it's done. There's no place for him to go. Page of Pentacles. How does he's going to go back to ground zero. Ground zero. Starting out with nothing. Starting out, how is there any space for me? There's nothing left. How do I rebuild? How do I do that? And then Nine of Wands, completely tired out. Just done. This Madison Square Garden piece, symbolically, is it meant to be a throwback to 1939 and all of the fascist, stuff? We're not imagining that. It is what it is. But it is also, on a deeper level, an acknowledgement of some sort by him that his time is up. His time is up. Let's see what happens, you all. All right. Have a great day. Let's check out that Houston rally tonight. I cannot wait. I'm up super early taping this, about 6:30 this morning. I woke up just ready to go. So I wish you all the best. Remember, let's keep our chins up. Breathe deep. Vote. Be safe out there. Watch your back. But just know that the tide is turning and you are protected. We are protected. All right? Let's look out for each other. And remember to have joy in this moment and to practice kindness. All right? I'll talk to you real soon.